I was 11 years old when my mother handed me a garbage bag and told me to get out. It was raining. November. I remember standing under the porch light, barefoot, watching the door close. For 21 years, she told everyone I ran away, that I was difficult, that I chose the streets. Then, during a family vacation 2 decades later, I got a text message that said, "Do not return to the hotel. Go straight to the airport. Ask for Attorney Malcolm Reeves. Police will be present." I thought it was a prank. It wasn't. That was the day the lie unraveled. If you've ever been blamed for something you didn't do, if someone rewrote your story while you were too young to defend yourself, this one will hit hard. Like the video, subscribe and stay until the end. Because this isn't about revenge through rage. It's about truth surfacing when it's least convenient. My name is Alara. I'm 32 years old. And for most of my life, I believed something was wrong with me. That's what happens when you're told you're the problem long enough. I was 11. It was cold in that sharp, metallic way November gets. My mom, Teresa, had been arguing with my older brother, Caleb, all week. Money, stress, something about an insurance policy I didn't understand. I remember asking one question at dinner. Why does Caleb get his own room if we can't afford heating? That was it. Her fork hit the plate. You're ungrateful. The next hour is blurry. Raised voice, accusations, words like burden and ruined everything. Then the garbage bag. Go stay with one of your little friends if you're so unhappy. I thought she was bluffing until she locked the door. I knocked. I cried. The porch light flicked off. That's the detail that still lives in my chest. The click. Darkness. I didn't run away. A neighbor called social services when they saw me sitting on the curb. I was placed into temporary care. My mother told everyone at church I was rebellious, that I left, that she tried. For years, that version of events followed me. At school, whispers. She's the runaway. Caleb told relatives I stole money. I was 11. 11. You don't even know how to lie properly at 11. I aged out of foster care at 18 with a small scholarship and a suitcase that never felt like home. I built my life quietly. Community college, night shifts, transferred to a university. Eventually landed a career in forensic accounting. Funny, right? The girl accused of stealing becomes the one who traces money. I hadn't spoken to my mother in years. Low contact, boundaries. But when my aunt invited me on a large family vacation to Arizona, I agreed. Part of me still wanted closure, still wanted someone to say, we know the truth. The trip felt surface-level normal. Smiles, photos, forced laughter. My mother avoided eye contact. Caleb drank too much. On the third day, while everyone was by the pool, my phone buzzed. Unknown number. The text read, Ms. Alara Hayes? This is Attorney Malcolm Reeves. Please come to Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport immediately. Do not inform family. This concerns an open investigation involving your mother and brother. My stomach dropped so hard I thought I might faint. I showed the message to no one. I ordered a rideshare and left. When I arrived, 2 uniformed officers stood beside a tall man in a navy suit. He extended a hand. Ms. Hayes, I'm representing the estate of your late father. My father had died when I was 10. Car accident, or so I was told. The lawyer's expression was grave, not dramatic. Your father did not die intestate. Translation, he had a will, and he left everything to you. The air felt thin. That's impossible, I said. We were broke. He opened a folder. Inside were documents, insurance policies, investment accounts, a trust created 2 months before my father's death. Total value at the time? $3.4 million. Adjusted for growth over 21 years? Substantially more. My hands trembled. I never received anything. His jaw tightened. We're aware. According to the investigation, my mother and Caleb had concealed the trust. They petitioned the court claiming I had voluntarily abandoned the home and could not be located. At 11 years old, they redirected trustee authority under emergency provisions. Money was slowly siphoned, properties purchased, loans taken against future distributions. And here's the darkest part. The life insurance policy had been increased 6 weeks before my father's accident. Suspicious timing. The accident itself had inconsistencies, witness statements that didn't align. Nothing proven criminal at the time, but enough to reopen investigation. The reason I was called to the airport? Arrest warrants had been issued that morning. Fraud, embezzlement, perjury. My mother and brother were about to be detained at the resort. I felt no triumph, just stillness, like a puzzle piece sliding into place after 21 years. I returned to the resort with the attorney and officers. The pool area was buzzing. When my mother saw the uniforms, her face drained of color. "Teresa Hayes," one officer began. She looked at me, not angry, afraid. "You did this." I didn't raise my voice. "You told everyone I ran away." Caleb stepped forward, aggressive. "This is nonsense." The officer placed him in handcuffs. The sound of metal clicking shut echoed across the patio. Guests stared. Family members whispered. For the first time, the story wasn't theirs. It was documented, verified, proven. My mother's voice cracked. "We were protecting the family." I held her gaze. "You were protecting the money." She had no response. No dramatic breakdown. Just collapse. Not physical. Reputational. The legal process was long. Assets frozen. Property seized. The trust reinstated under my name. But here's the part people expect to be dramatic. I didn't celebrate. I didn't post. I didn't scream. I quietly established scholarships for children aging out of foster care. I renovated one property into transitional housing. I kept one small house for myself. Simple. Peaceful. Because the real revenge wasn't seeing her arrested. It was knowing I survived what she tried to erase. For years, I thought being thrown out meant I wasn't wanted. Now, I understand something different. I was removed because I stood between them and control. Setting boundaries didn't destroy my family. Truth did. Your worth is not determined by the people who failed you. And sometimes, the best revenge isn't revenge at all. It's building something so solid that the lies can't reach you anymore. If this story gave you chills, hit like. Share it with someone who needs to hear that the truth has a way of surfacing. Drop a comment and tell me, do you believe justice always comes eventually? And subscribe for more stories where the past doesn't win.